Hello, this is your weekly oracle reading for the week of May 16th through to May 22nd, 2016. And this week I have a new deck to share with you. The deck's name is Nature's Whispers, and it is by Angela Hartfield and Josephine Wall. And the deck has asked me just to share a quick message with you before we do the reading. A lot of times people overthink the whole concept of spirituality and intuition, and they make it a more complex issue than what it really is. Spirituality and intuition is just simply a connection with yourself and the existence of everything else around you, acknowledging and honoring that everything has its own energy and its own life force. And when you just let go, you don't overthink it, you don't try and find some profound meaning for yourself in it or for others, the meanings that are in themselves profound do find their way to you, and to share with you just so that you know you don't have to ever worry about missing an opportunity or missing a message. If there's a message meant for you or something meant for you, the universe won't give up. It won't let go of the concept of you needing that message. It will only let go when you no longer need something. And this deck is a beautiful example of it. This is a deck that I have seen a couple of times in my travels and going back and forth, and I've picked it up a few times, and every time I've been very drawn to it, and I haven't actually taken the step to purchase this particular deck. And throughout my travels this week, it turned out that I wasn't able to use the decks that I usually use. And when I went to go and find a deck that I could use, again, this deck came up, and it was actually the only deck that I could purchase. So there's your case in point. You don't have to worry about overthinking things or missing something or making it more complex. If something's meant to be with you or meant to go through you as a channel, use you as a channel for its messages, it will find a way, and you don't have to overstress it. So after a couple of weeks of interacting with this deck from a distance, it is now here, and I'm very happy to share my very first reading with this deck. I've already bonded with the deck prior to our video here, and if you'd like to know about bonding with a deck before you use it for reading, there is a video on my channel that does discuss starting out with oracle decks. And I have to share with you that in doing my bonding with this deck, I realized that it is absolutely beautifully illustrated, and it brings the essence of there being life in everything to life. Like, it really depicts it so beautifully and so well. And it's actually a very extensive deck. There are 50 cards in this deck, which is a little more than the average oracle deck. So that is our little story that I was asked to share with you this morning. We're going to pull 3 cards and get right into our reading here. There we have our first. Second for the middle of the week. Oh, I just need to make sure that these don't pull. Off to the side, and you'll see how we're starting our week. And given that this is our very first reading with it, I'm also going to use the guidebook. So, very beautiful start to our week. Make a wish. And sometimes we think wishful thinking is too wishful thinking. And of course, wishes don't necessarily mean that you sit back and make that wish and expect it to happen. You have to do some work, but you can always make the wish to set your intent out into the universe, so the universe knows what you're asking for. So the guidebook provided with this deck says, as a child, you may have been encouraged to blow on a dandelion and make a wish. As you blew, the seeds blossomed from your stem. They would be carried on the wind with your wish could be fulfilled. This card is a gentle reminder to set clear intentions about what you wish for in your life. You are being asked, what would you like? Let me just find my spot again. I lost it. At this moment, anything is possible. If you were given one wish, what would you wish for? Trust that your wish will be granted at the most opportune time and in the manner that supports you in the fullest way. So that's a lovely way to start our week, and we're still obviously carrying on with our positive momentum that we've had the last few weeks. Then this is such a key one. This says, maintain your childlike spirit. We each have our own inner child. It is a part of our soul, a part of our spirit that resides with us. And this inner child knows you more deeply and more knowledgeably than anything else, and sometimes even yourself. All the knowledge you needed about who you are, you had as a child, and sometimes growing up, living in the modern society that we do, or just going to work, having kids of our own, and all the responsibilities and stresses that we face, we lose that childlike self, and a little bit of part of ourself and our inner confidence and knowledge goes with it. So maintain your childlike spirit, and of course I will read the message for that one as well. Let's get to it here. Nature holds all aspects of light. This light is the same brilliant light that shines out of every child while they are still in touch with the magic of the world and nature. Find the innocence in your childhood light within you and reconnect with it. This light represents your virtue and holds the memory of perfect trust, fearlessness in others, and total self-reliance. It will allow you to see the world with the eyes of a child. You will be excited to learn new things every day. How much happier our world would be if everyone reconnected with his or her purest essence. So for the middle of the week, don't worry about being this perfect adult. Worry about being connected with your divine inner child. And then for the weekend, this has got to be a great weekend coming up for you. Open your heart. This is opening you up to receiving absolutely everything. That wish that you made for the beginning of the week, opening yourself up to receiving love, opening yourself up to receiving the acceptance and the love of yourself and of others, and then of course new knowledge. So we'll see what the guidebook has to say about that. Nope, upside down here. All right. The truth of our world, nature and environment is love. This is eternal love that makes no demands, has no expectations, and does not place limits or conditions on us. There is an opportunity for each and every person to experience love at this deepest level if they are willing to be open. Love can and will flow into your heart, but only if you allow it. It will change your perception only if you allow it. Nature and hold you and even give you the strength to endure hardship. Take a moment, open your heart, and allow love to bring you joy, serenity, renewed energy, passion, and total unrelenting happiness. So that is your reading for the week of May 16th through to 22nd, 2016. Wishing you a week of love, light, and healing, and some renewed excitement in life itself.